You won't believe the tea we're spilling today. From secret breakups to shocking lies, this is Unreal Tea. Hit subscribe before the drama starts. Welcome, everyone. The courthouse in Flagstaff soared high under the scorching Arizona sun, its solid wooden doors resounding with the burden of secrets soon to be uncovered. Inside, the atmosphere was charged. Cameras were forbidden, but rumors circulated through the corridors. Robyn Brown, Kody's remaining wife, had been subpoenaed to testify. Rumors had abounded online for months. Did Robyn discreetly control the family finances? Did she launder money into her own account while Christine and Janelle barely made ends meet? And now, viewers were about to learn the truth in the most dramatic way imaginable, in a courtroom confession. Christine, sitting demurely in the gallery, gripped a notebook, her jaw clenched. Janelle sat next to her, eyes narrowed, ready, at last, to hear Robyn respond to the questions that had lingered between them for years. Even Meri showed up, her face impassive, but viewers could see her curiosity break through the mask of stoicism. And then there was Kody, bursting into the room, his golden curls disheveled, his rage barely restrained. He would not meet Christine's or Janelle's eyes. He strode directly to Robyn's side and whispered in her ear, "Be strong, don't let them spin this." But the judge remained unyielding. Papers shuffled, and the gavel came down sharply on the bench. "Mrs. Robyn Brown," the judge declared firmly, "you are sworn in. Did you or did you not withhold money from the family accounts?" The courtroom was silent. Robyn's hands trembled as she grasped for the mic. She gazed at Kody, tears brimming in her eyes. Her mouth opened, and with one tremulous breath she started speaking. Robyn drew in a shuddering breath, her fingers clutching the witness stand ledge. For years, she had been branded the favorite wife, the one who never failed to get what she desired. But this wasn't about rumors. It was regarding truth, the type that would destroy the Brown family for good. I didn't mean to keep anything secret," Robyn started, her voice shaking under the pressure of the oath. "But yes, there were accounts Kody and I handled, apart from the others." The courtroom was filled with gasps. Christine's pen fell to the ground. Janelle's head jerked toward Kody, her expression a blend of anger and vindication. The judge leaned forward. "Are you confessing that you took money out of the joint family funds without informing the other wives?" Robyn's lip trembled. She looked at Kody, who nodded suddenly at her, as if coercing her to follow the script. But her voice cracked nonetheless. "Yes. I spent some of the money on our home and for our children. It was never meant to appear as though I was stealing. It was survival." Christine muttered to herself, loud enough for the room to overhear. "Survival? When I worked nights to cover groceries?" Janelle's face became red, her fists clenched as she breathed. She just admitted it. Finally, after all these years, she blurted it out loud. Kody leapt to his feet, yelling at the top of his voice, "This is bizarro! Robyn didn't do anything wrong. We agreed to it. I told her to handle those finances. Don't you dare fault her for what I chose." But the judge shut him up with a bang of the gavel. "Mr. Brown, you'll get your say. Sit down." Robyn's tears flowed now. "I didn't want it to be this way. I pleaded with Kody to make it known to the others. But he said they wouldn't get it. That Christine and Janelle would just turn it around on us." The gallery hummed, reporters writing frantically, fans online already analyzing every leaked point. And in that instant, one fact became undeniable. The family's financial scandal wasn't rumor. Robyn had testified. The money had been concealed, and the repercussions were only just arriving. The courtroom, once tense with quiet, now hung in, the air like a tempest ready to unleash itself. Christine's face reddened as she rose, her voice slicing through the tension like a knife. "So all those years when I begged for assistance, when I spoke about our children needing braces, or when I worked late nights just to meet ends, you were sitting on a secret account?" Her anger caused her voice to shake, her finger directly at Kody and Robyn. The judge struck the gavel. "Mrs. Brown, you will wait your turn to speak." But the room was already in disarray. Janelle crossed her arms over her chest, her placid composure broken, her voice rising to outrage. You let us struggle. You let our children struggle. And you sat there smiling, acting like you were broke, while Robyn had the biggest house, the new cars, and every head start. You lied to us. Kody, both of you did. Kody slammed his hand on the table, his curls bouncing as he turned on Janelle. Don't pretend like you were saints. You made your own decisions. You could have worked harder, saved more. Don't try to pin all of this on me. Christine snapped back. You call me selfish, Kody. You said I was a traitor for leaving you? But this is betrayal. Not only me, Janelle, or Meri. Of all the children who put their faith in you to be their dad. Robyn buried her face in her hands and wept, but nothing stoked the flames more. Courtroom spectators in the gallery hissed quietly, some shaking their heads, others shooting venomous glares at Kody. Janelle moved in, shaking but firm. You always referred to yourself as the head of the family, Kody. Well, the head of the family is rotten, and today, finally, the truth caught up with you. Kody attempted to speak, but the gavel cracked once more. Enough! If it goes on, I'll have the courtroom cleared out. Mr. Brown, you and your wife will deal with these allegations officially. This isn't a brawl amongst family members. This is a court proceeding. No gavel could remove the harm. The clash had left welts in front of witnesses, journalists, and the world. The truth was revealed, and the fractures within the family had never been more publicized. By the time the hearing recessed, courthouse steps were clogged with cameras, microphones, and hungry reporters. The word had spread like wildfire. Robyn Brown had confessed to having stashed money away, and the Brown family scandal was not merely fan gossip anymore, but headline news. Robyn's confession rocks sister wives, TMZ screamed within hours. Brown family finances exposed in shocking courtroom drama, screamed People magazine. Twitter threads erupted with hashtags such as #Robyn exposed, Kody lied, and justice for Christine. Christine, exiting the building with Janelle in tow, held her head high. Supporters in the crowd applauded for her, some bellowing, "We love you, Christine," and "Stay strong, Janelle." It was insurmountable support, a living testament that the public had picked their heroes in this tale, and it wasn't Kody or Robyn. In contrast, Kody stormed out with Robyn holding onto his arm. Reporters rushed forward, asking quick-fire questions. Robyn, how much money was stashed? Kody, did you mastermind this money scheme? Do you feel bad that Christine and Janelle had to struggle while you were living in comfort? Kody clamped his jaw shut, his face burning with anger. This is a witch hunt, he snapped. We're being targeted due to lies and jealousy. I've always taken care of my family. But the audience wasn't having it. Boos were heard. Members of the audience held up signs that said, Kody for betrayal and Robyn stole the family. On Reddit, Sister Wives forums blew up. One of the top responses was, Robyn finally owned up to it. Years of favoritism weren't just emotional, it was bank account theft. Another replied, Kody preached so much about loyalty. It turns out he was only loyal to Robyn's bank account. Even the TikTok personalities didn't hesitate. Christine's in-court tantrum went viral, accompanied by dramatic music, as captioned clips read, Christine finally gets her justice, and the moment Janelle caught Kody in his lies. TLC, being in the middle, frantically posted a cryptic message. We are aware of the current legal proceedings with the Brown family. In respect for the process, we're not commenting on it at this point. But sources revealed the truth. TLC wasn't merely observing. They were thinking of canceling filming altogether, worried that this money scandal would set off a string of lawsuits which could pull the network into the fray itself. But for viewers, there was no waiting. The judgment was unambiguous. Christine and Janelle were heroes, and Robyn and Kody were villains of the epic. Brown family drama had burst out of their homes. Now it was a global scandal, and the entire world was following each twist. Behind the peaceful offices of the headquarters of TLC, anarchy reigned. What had been intended as another ratings-friendly season of Sister Wives had descended into an actual real-life legal nightmare. Executives gathered in late-night meetings, their voices cutting, their faces white. This isn't drama anymore, one source whispered. This is fraud, financial impropriety, and now courtroom action. If we keep rolling, we're putting ourselves at risk. Leaked emails to the press showed panicked conversations. Should they cancel the show, halt production, or roll with the scandal and jeopardize the network's credibility? Everything hung in the balance. The Browns were not like other messy reality TV families TLC had built its empire on for years. They weren't merely brawling about jealousy or a breakup. They stood accused of concealing money, betraying trust, and even possibly defrauding their own relatives. Christine and Janelle, sources said, were offered to be filmed in private reacting to the allegations. Christine was reportedly reluctant initially, saying, "This isn't entertainment, this is my life." But Janelle, more calculating, saw potential. If the truth is out, then let the cameras roll. Let the world see. Kody and Robyn, meanwhile, were outraged. They protested to producers, accusing TLC of having set them up and manipulated their narrative. Kody ranted at one tense session. "You want ratings? You got them. But you're not going to turn me into a criminal on my own show." Executives were aware they had to walk on eggshells. Contracts with the Browns included provisions on honesty and cooperation. If Robyn's courthouse confession confirmed that she had intentionally misled production, TLC might be able to invalidate her contract. Worse, they might sue her for damages. But canceling the show in its entirety wasn't easy either. Sister Wives was still a ratings behemoth, with social media interest through the roof since the scandal erupted. Each new headline, each leak, each fan conspiracy only sent more eyeballs to the brand. One exec boiled it down in an email that eventually leaked to Variety. "We're sitting on a gold mine and a ticking time bomb. The question is, do we keep digging or do we run?" Under the hood, lawyers, NDAs, and deals worked around the clock. Out in the open, fans held their breath for what TLC would do next. And in the midst of it all, there stood the Browns themselves, destroyed, battered, and yet somehow tied to a system that had constructed them only to see them fall for everyone's amusement. When the courtroom testimony clips leaked onto the internet, the Sister Wives fandom erupted. On TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, and Reddit, followers unleashed a decade of pent-up anger, at last possessing Robyn's own testimony as evidence. On TikTok, artists spliced together courtroom drawings and dramatic recreations, captioning them like, "Robyn confessed it. She stole from the family." Others looped Christine's courtroom reaction, cheering, "That is the face of justice." Reddit forums exploded with theories. One read, "This explains what we always said. Robyn was given preferential treatment, and the other wives got the brunt of it." Another fan wrote, "Kody's whole 'I'm the provider' speech looks ridiculous now. He provided nothing but lies." YouTube commentary channels dropped rapid-fire videos, dissecting every second of Robyn's shaky testimony. Titles like "Robyn Exposed in Court" and "The Truth Fans Always Knew" racked up millions of views in days. Even longtime viewers who had defended Robyn in the past began to switch sides. Twitter polls revealed resounding support for Christine and Janelle, while Robyn and Kody's support plummeted in real time. One supporter standing outside the courthouse displayed a hand-painted sign that went viral. "Christine, Tasker all freedom. Robyn, fraud." Petitions started circulating online, requesting TLC to provide Christine and Janelle with their own spin-off, independent of Kody and Robyn's shadow. Thousands of signatures flooded in within hours. While Christine and Janelle's Instagrams were inundated with supportive messages. "We're so proud of you. Stay strong, queens. We're behind you no matter what." The online backlash for Kody and Robyn was pitiless. Memes lampooned their courtroom strut, their lies, even Kody's tirades. A meme that went viral featured a photo of Kody yelling, with the words, "When you get caught stealing, but still blame everyone else." What was once a family drama on television had turned into a cultural lightning rod. Viewers weren't just watching anymore, they were engaging, propelling the story forward, and insisting on accountability. The court had revealed the lies, the viewers had rendered the verdict, and now TLC had no other option but to choose. Would they shield the Browns, or would they finally allow the truth to redefine the future of Sister Wives? The cameras never trailed them home that evening, but Flagstaff neighbors whispered the tale. Kody and Robyn trudged home in silence, their faces wan, their steps stiff. The storm had trailed them through the courthouse doors, and now it lingered in wait within their house. Robyn put her purse down on the counter, her hands still shaking. She collapsed onto the couch, eyes puffy from weeping. "I cannot do this. Kody," she breathed. "They despise me. Everyone despises me now." Kody stalked back and forth across the living room, curls bouncing as he tugged at his hair. His words climbed with every step. "They don't despise you, Robyn. They despise me. They always have. You were caught in the crossfire. Christine has poisoned them against us for years. Janelle, too. And now the fans believe they're saints." Robyn covered her face with her hands. "But I confessed it. I said it. They'll never forgive me. What if TLC cancels us? What if this is actually over?" For once, Kody's bluster broke down. He sat with her, his tone rough and low. "I gave my all to this family, and all they ever did was betray me. Christine left me. Janelle turned against me. Even Meri walked away. You're all I have left, Robyn. And if they take this show away from us, if the fans turn against us completely, then what do we have?" Robyn's tears glistened as she looked up. "We'll have nothing. Just debt and shame and everyone saying we're liars." The room grew thick with silence. Then Kody pounded his fist on the arm of the couch, his fury bubbling up once more. "No, I won't let them win. They think this is it for me. They think Christine's their hero. I'll fight. I'll fight in court. I'll fight TLC. I'll fight the fans if I must. I am not going to be erased." Flinching at his words, Robyn's eyes did reveal fear. Not only of Christine and Janelle, not only of the public, but of what Kody would do next to keep his empire from collapsing further. And for the first time, even Robyn questioned, had Kody lost not only his family, but his sense of reality? In a glossy New York City conference room, the mood was tense. TLC executives sat around a polished oak table, coffee cups scattered, cell phones buzzing with nonstop notifications. On the big screen, headlines blared, "Robyn Brown's courtroom confession goes viral. Fans demand spinoff for Christine and Janelle. Cancel Kody trends worldwide." One executive sighed, rubbing his temples. "We've got a brand crisis on our hands. The Browns were to embody polygamy as messy but functional. Now it's scandal after scandal." Another jumped in harshly. "But scandal sells. Ratings for the Courtroom special were off the charts. Fans are devouring this alive. If we axe them now, we're leaving money on the table." A third jumped in, bringing up social media stats. "Viewers don't want Kody and Robyn anymore. See? The stats, Christine and Janelle are hijacking engagement. Their Instagram streams are drawing larger viewers than our produced clips." Silence reigned for a moment as everyone absorbed the statistics. At last, the network president leaned forward, putting his hands together. "We have two choices. Keep the entire Brown family and go all in on the scandal. Cut loose Kody and Robyn and shift to a new spin-off with Christine, Janelle, and the children." The room hummed. Some executives were contending that Kody was still the lightning rod. Love him or hate him, he keeps people watching. Others were countering that his image was now toxic, and people were actually rooting for his demise. Behind the closed doors, they were already brainstorming name ideas for new shows. Christine and Janelle, Life After Polygamy, Freedom Wives, Beyond Sister Wives. Meanwhile, advertisers sent emails bracing for being associated with Kody and Robyn's scandal. Sponsors were threatening to cancel if TLC didn't do something. The stakes couldn't be higher. Millions of dollars, years of legacy, and the fate of one of TLC's crown jewel franchises hung in the balance. And in that room, one irrefutable truth cut through the noise. The fans had flipped the script. TLC was no longer the one holding the reins. The people were. While Kody and Robyn seethed in silence in Flagstaff, an entirely different conversation was taking place thousands of miles away. TLC's management had already decided the franchise's future no longer belonged to Kody Brown. The call was made quietly to Christine first. Her phone rang in the middle of an evening at home with David. She paused, gazing at the unfamiliar New York number, before picking it up. The person on the other end, whose voice was calm and composed, identified themselves as a representative. from TLC. Christine, we would like to try a new chapter, one that focuses on you, Janelle, and the life after polygamy. The viewers are demanding it. They want your voice, your story, your truth. Christine's breath was taken. For years, she had been made to feel like the outsider, brushed aside by Kody as unworthy. And now, the very network that once promoted Kody's patriarchal rule was offering her the spotlight. She glanced at David, who gave her a steady nod. "I'll consider it," she said softly, though her smile betrayed her excitement. Almost immediately after, Janelle's phone rang. She was surrounded by her kids, cooking dinner when the same pitch was delivered. Unlike Christine, Janelle didn't hesitate. "Yes," she said firmly, "but only if Christine is involved. We've walked through this fire together, and we'll rebuild together." Behind the scenes, producers and lawyers worked to write contracts. Working titles were tossed on the table. Christine and Janelle, Rebuilding Freedom, The Real Sister Wives. Life after Kody. Social media rumors were already one step ahead. Fans were speculating daily about a Christine Janelle spinoff, hashtags trending before the ink was even dry. Team Christine and Janelle strong. Meanwhile, TLC executives emphasized the need for secrecy. If the word was leaked prematurely, Kody would unleash havoc, even sue the network for breach of trust. Christine and Janelle were instructed, meanwhile, to remain quiet, be normal, while the deals were being closed out. But in Flagstaff, whispers had already begun. A neighbor heard Robyn on the phone crying, saying, "They're replacing us. They're replacing us with her." And when Kody heard about the gossip, his anger could not be checked. The stage was set, a new era for sister wives. But would it be born in silence, or blow with another public scandal when Kody discovered? It occurred late one evening, when Kody was furiously scrolling through Reddit forums and fan sites, seeking, as ever, a glimmer of loyalty still remaining within the fandom. And what he discovered was this: a leaked post announcing that TLC was already in development on a Christine and Janelle spinoff. Initially, he laughed bitterly. Fake news, just fanfiction. But the deeper he dug, the more he uncovered clues. A casting call online, TLC producers seen in Salt Lake City, even rumors floating around Christine's own inner circle. And then it smacked him. It was true. "Kody?" Robyn's voice interrupted, the stillness as she entered the room. He turned to her, red-faced, eyes afire with fury. "They're replacing me! They're replacing me!" His voice broke, ringing out in the vacant house. "Christine, she didn't mean anything. She left me. And now she's the star? And Janelle too? After everything I've sacrificed, after everything I've given, I'm the villain?" Robyn tried to reach for him, but he pushed her away, pacing like an animal in a zoo. His voice had turned into a shout. "I built this empire. I made Sister Wives what it is. Without me, they're nothing. TLC can't just wipe me out. They can't just give my family to her." Robyn attempted to soothe him, saying softly, "Perhaps it's only rumors. Perhaps it won't go through." But Kody didn't hear her. He trembled as he picked up his phone, talking about calling TLC in person, talking about suing, talking about going live online and telling the world the real truth. But the truth was already public, and no tirade, no lawsuit, no last-ditch appeal could stem the flood. Kody collapsed into a chair, gasping, his eyes brimming with anger and terror. For the first time, the man who had long exercised dominion over 4 wives, over a large clan, over millions of viewers, seemed helpless. Robyn knelt next to him, crying uncontrollably. "What if this actually is the end, Kody?" she asked softly. He didn't respond, because in his heart, he knew. The spinoff wasn't only a rumor, it was already on its way, and it was the last nail in the empire he once commanded. The king of sister wives had toppled, and Christine and Janelle were going to rise. The speaker opens in an intense courtroom as Robyn Brown testifies. Sworn under oath, her voice breaks as she confesses to moving money without the other wives. Awareness. Gasps circulate around the room. Christine cranes forward in shock, Janelle's expression sets, and even the judge freezes. Bedlam erupts. Christine and Janelle confer hastily with their lawyers, while Kody erupts, bellowing across the courtroom. Robyn covers her face with shame. Cameras capture Meri seated motionless, no emotion, no defense, only silence. Within a few hours, headlines cover all outlets. Robyn Brown exposed in court. Brown family finances in scandal. Clips and memes trend on TikTok while Reddit threads analyze every word of Robyn's testimony. At home, Robyn breaks down into tears. "They'll never forgive me," she cries, while Kody vents about betrayal. His anger spirals toward Christine and Janelle, but Robyn can only whisper the truth. "We've lost the family. We've lost the fans." Across social media, fans declare Christine and Janelle the real survivors of the Brown family saga. TikTok stitches mock Robyn's testimony, YouTube creators break down the scandal, and thousands sign petitions for a Christine and Janelle spinoff. Inside TLC's New York offices, executives clash. Some claim ratings are driven by scandal, others that Kody is toxic to advertisers now. The figures don't lie. Christine and Janelle fans are what the people crave, not Kody and Robyn. Potential spin-off titles are drawn up in secret. Behind closed doors, Kody prowls like a caged lion, his rage simmering. "They're erasing me," he bellows. Sobbing, Robyn dreads the end. If TLC drops us, what do we have left? Their empire is slipping through their fingers, and Robyn questions Kody's ability to maintain it for the first time. TLC approaches Christine in secret initially, extending an offer for a new show. She is hesitant, but her smile gives away her enthusiasm. Janelle responds resolutely, "Yes, but only if Christine is included." TLC starts preparing contracts but demands secrecy. In spite of TLC being discreet, rumors leak. A neighbor hears Robyn sobbing, "They're replacing us." Online fans are rejoicing, trending hashtags such as Team Christine and Life After Kody. Reddit is calling it the true reboot of Sister Wives before it even happens. Kody learns about it from the internet. His rage makes the house shake, bellowing about betrayal, lawsuits, and conspiracies. But in his heart of hearts, he knows TLC has progressed, the fans have voted, and Christine and Janelle are emerging as the new women of the brand. This family's drama is far from over. So smash like if you're our Team Wives, subscribe for seer. The next explosive update, and drop a comment below. Who do you think will win? Stay shady, stay curious, and I'll see you in the next scandal. Behind TLC Sister Wives out.